No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to try to return this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's going to go for a big one. Finds a spot in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Timing has to be so good. We're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time on target. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force.
Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabs it in the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And he tacked on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Going right to work up top. Skips away from pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
I like the offensive idea here. try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Oh my God.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately
Oh my
that he's out of
God.
bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach
Caught it
accepts
out
that
of
they will take
bounds?
the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Fouls through the defense. Didn't have much room to run. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Lester. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
These are bothering me.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier for that one.
Wants to go up top. Throwing right. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
Oh, he overthrew it.
Intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back.
It was a perfect read.
Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job,
perfect read.
you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
It's gone. So important to convert these third downs and they can get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Oh, my God.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the...
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone.
Oh, he caught it.
They took a shot to the end zone.
I tried to go get it. I should have knocked it down.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
Go, Bobo.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 10 over Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the kick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Lester. Touchdown! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David,
I'm talking about, man. These are the games I like to have.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He's got an alley.
That's a 48.
Bouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on first down.
Oh, man.
Maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air.
Oh, they're called pass interference.
Incomplete, but it might not matter.
Oh my gosh!
It looked as if the defense was
that was right on that. That's two times.
Way too handsy
two times on the corner route, and I'm jumping it.
As the ball was in the air, he simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Oh, I don't know how many interceptions we're going to drop today.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
Oh, he's still good.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking to scramble.
Oh, good play.
Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense.
Go, Bobo.
Man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Lester. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Flanagan. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Got a man. It's Flanagan. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. to go up top. Using the quick game. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
No! Why did you block him? Oh! No, he supposed to block. I thought he was going to block him. Oh, no. That's what I get. Ooh, that's dope. The Michael Jackson League. They must have just added that. Bro, why did he block him? What? Bro, why didn't he block him? I know I didn't block him because he was pressed. And I still threw it. Like, I'm like, don't throw it, don't throw it, don't throw it.
This defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Great defense, great ball, great everything. Great first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lester.
I got to try. Trouble to score. Trouble. Big trouble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Kitchings. It's a seam wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out, put your hair on fire, and win this second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
All right, let's do it, guys. Come on. Let's
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah.
Variety of ways. That time
We love
they were
that,
able
Bo.
to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's complete. They're able to get it.
Babe! Let me finish this. I'm in the middle of this football game. Finish this game up. Get my butt kicked. Get my behind kicked. Hey!
Just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
They booted away on 4th down. On the move, looking for
that was there.
He was able
that
to
was there.
The 8-yard line before he stopped on
Man.
the return.
Come on, Licata.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know, these throws in the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors.
I battle of my life.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
This number 5 is
work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Hello?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
I think she... Dave! Did you get a book show?
Wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right?
Dave!
Success, you're throwing some tutties.
Did you... Be quiet.
You're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job of keeping this quarterback standing up.
All right.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
She said she don't call you, but she... do I have a book show?
Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Oh, tell her that we have one already then.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT.
My dad is
the
here.
First INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Oh, he is boxing me.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
I say he boxing me up, boxing.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. Push down for the tackle. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan.
Bro, I can't even see the play I'm calling.
Short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Ah, good defense.
He threw the ball away on fourth down. Good
D.
You might want to keep that one alive.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to
I gotta play football. I can't just, because I can't audible because it's rocking at Florida State.
But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're working that left side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help.
I'm a white man.
Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Knowles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the...
Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play in second and 2. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And you guys gonna put all them toys away.
Just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Alabama with a first and 10 here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. His drive will open from the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he finds enough running room and he's down at the 20.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Back to pass on second down. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You can tell.
I was thinking that play. It was match.
Broke on the football. Almost had the big play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
Oh, he ran it.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
With the catch, it's Lester. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. There he goes. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that...
Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the 4th.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback gets it up. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
Punt is in the air. Holds it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Here comes the hurry up.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a
stop. Hey, stop. What's wrong?
Right there as soon as
you guys chill.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep deleting the clock. They've got the lead here laid down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble.
See, I came back.
Create anything there.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Another incompletion on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
No.
You got to have something down up you feel really great about.
Well, they took him back. He took it back, I guess. I think still, yeah.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going and couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, you're going to lead this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
As long as you take some back, baby. Just tell me you'll take it back.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out of the end zone. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback.
Reese.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
We got to just man up and bully him because he was beating.
They always talk about having a class, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defense